What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time on the channel, my name's Big Papa Chad, and I haul concert equipment for a living. So I want to talk to you a little bit while I'm driving today. It's going to be a little bit different video. This isn't a New Year's resolution, or it's nothing like that. It's just something, you know, I'm getting older, and I'm going to start documenting. If you don't want to watch it, that's fine, but I'm going to start documenting this weight loss journey. So I'm currently 310 pounds, and I've been driving truck for 30 plus years, and you know you're gaining weight, you know, when you get on a diet and you lose a little bit and shit like that, but just, you know, just the grind of day in, day out trucking, and no excuse, but that's what happens is, you know, it's convenient to just run inside and grab a cheeseburger and french fries, or a hot dog, or some chips, or whatever. I'm not a big sweets person, so that's not never been a problem really, but it's just the amount of food that I consume, and a lot of it is because of boredom. And you know, now don't get me wrong, I still get around good for a big guy, thank God. I don't have, you know, a lot of the issues that some people may have being bigger, but then I do have some issues that some people may have being bigger. So, you know, just need to make some changes. And I bought a freezer, a little 19-quart freezer to keep some meats in, and eggs and meat and bacon and all that stuff like that. And I'm going to try this carnivore diet. And I'm not going to call it a diet, because it's going to be a lifestyle change, because I have to do something to change things, or else, you know, you're not going to be around to enjoy life. The other factor is, maybe some of you can relate to this. You know, you sit and you lie to yourself, and you tell yourself, I'm going to do it on Monday. I'm going to start on Monday. Monday comes around, you never get started. Then you're going to start on Wednesday or Friday or whatever day it is that you know, you say you're going to start, but then you don't ever do it. And after a while, your body will start believing the lies, man. Like, you'll say you're going to do something, and your body's like, you ain't doing nothing, fat boy. You know, you ain't going to do it. You're going to stop at a truck stop and run inside and grab a cheeseburger just like you always do, or grab, you know, some bullshit food. And that's the reality of it is, you just, you know, you lie to yourself. And the only way you're going to break that cycle is just to quit lying to yourself. You got to want to do it, and you got to have a why. You know, my why is, I want to be around for my wife, and I want to be around for my kids and my grandkids. You know, I don't want to be 310 pounds, and luckily, like I said, right now I get around pretty good, but I don't. How long is that going to last before your body breaks down because you're carrying so much weight? And so meats and eggs. And instead of drinking Diet Coke all day, drinking water. You know, I got this jug. I'll show you guys here. I gotta rinse it out, but I got this jug. I've had it for a while. It just sits over there. I'm gonna fill up with ice every morning and water, and I'm just gonna drink water. Now, with that being said, I'm drinking I don't want the headaches of just cutting off of the caffeine completely, and so what I'm doing is like I get a can of soda or a bottle of soda, and I'll drink half of it in the morning, and then I'll drink the other half at dinner. So I'm having one bottle of soda, diet soda a day. And eventually I'm going to cut that out as well. But for right now, from where I was drinking 8, 10, 12 a day and no water to one complete bottle a day and nothing but water, my system's already going, hey, what the hell's going on here? You know, it's and again, everybody's got to have the why they want to do it. You know, you want to get off your medicines, you know, that's another thing. You know, I'm taking blood pressure, diabetic, cholesterol, you know, on and on and on. And it's just like, man, you know, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of lying to me, going, well, you'll lose weight, you'll get out and walk and lose weight, and you never do, because you're not willing to change what you're putting between your teeth when you eat. And I believe it's all a mental thing. Once you get it up here, you can get it in here and control what goes in here. And you know, I was listening to a podcast, Joe Rogan podcast, the other day, which featured Jelly Roll on it. And, you know, he's lost 275 pounds now. And one thing he said was his safe spot was to go into the pantry. And so now when he goes in there, I mean, he's at a place now where he can control himself. But when he goes in there, he has to step back out and reset and recalculate and all that, and then he can re-engage into it. My thing is, and most people that drive truck, we would keep things like chips, or some guys like candies, or whatever, even beef jerkies. You got to be careful with that, because they carry a lot of them have a lot of sugars in them. And you just get bored, and so you're snacking. And then when you stop, you go in and get you something to eat and eat a big old meal, and you know, or go in there and order you a double cheeseburger and some French fries and Diet Coke to wash it all down with, you know, to offset everything. Not, but enough was enough, man. You know, and one of the other things that he said was, and it got me really thinking about some stuff, is, you know, your family enables you. They, you go home, what do you want to eat, honey? I want some spaghetti. So you sit and your wife makes a big thing of spaghetti, you chomp that all down, you know, and then, well, you want some dessert, you know, and everybody around you just enables you by getting you cookies or breads or pastas, or, you know, just shit that you really don't need. And because they love you. They don't want to hurt your feelings that you're fat, you know. But in this industry that I'm in, with driving a truck, obesity is running rampant. Heart disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, man, you name it. This industry is, these guys, you see these guys, man, that they find in their trucks dead because they think they're doing the right thing by just working, like, you know, trying to provide for their families, but in the meantime, they're neglecting their health. And I don't want to be a statistic where I die in the truck. I mean, if that's where the good Lord wants me to go at, then I guess that's where I'll go at, but if I can help it, I don't want to die inside the truck, you know, by myself. And, you know, and you find that when you're eating this way, the way that I was eating before, the inflammation in your body is horrible. Maybe some of you can relate. You wake up, oh man, my back's killing me. Arthritis killing me. You know, take a little bit to get moving, get that, and then you go pile more junk in there in the morning time, only to do it again at lunch and then again at dinner. You know, and I'm not shaming anybody. I mean, listen, I'm talking from experience. Living, you know, and even eating out of the truck before, I'm eating Hot Pockets, pizza rolls, freaking bread and peanut butter and jelly, and, you know, just bologna sandwiches and potato chips and blah, 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 on and on and on, you know, just eating a bunch of bullshit that I know ain't helping me any. All it is just making me your damn gut bigger and bigger and bigger. But I'm going to weigh every 10 days and see. The first month of this whole deal, I'm not going to incorporate any exercise at all. I'm just going to do it with strictly changing what I'm putting between my teeth. And seeing how much weight I can lose. The second month, I'm going to incorporate some exercise in and stuff like that. But another thing that they were talking about on that podcast, which I didn't realize, is even though if you're a diabetic or a pre-diabetic and your numbers are good when you prick your finger, if you've got the Libra or whatever, even though your numbers are good, your insulin levels in your blood may be so high that a lot of times people don't lose any weight when they try to start on a lifestyle change or whatever, because they've got to get those numbers down in a range where they need to be before any weight will start coming off. So I'm probably not an exception to the rule there. I'm sure that even though my numbers are fine according to what it looks like on the chart there, I'm sure the insulin in my blood is through the roof. So I'm going to have to get it back down there before the weight will start shedding off. A lot of what men carry around their midsections is simply that. And so, anyway, I'm rambling on now, but video's 15 minutes long. I hope that maybe you'll join me on this journey. Keep, again, it's not a New Year's resolution. It's that 50 plus, and you're like, I've got more time behind me than I've got ahead of me. I don't want to be limited to taking pills and there's some other factors, that I'll get into later on. But I just wanted to, reach out and just talk for a minute. Have a real raw talk with you guys on, like, I bought a freezer, like I told you. It was $127, man. $132 plus with tax. For a 19-quart freezer. The amount of meat that I have in there, I could eat for probably 3 or 4 weeks on it. That right there, the freezer will pay for itself in a month. For the simple fact that go out to eat, you go in Wendy's or something and eat, just say, or McDonald's now, you get a quarter pounder with cheese meal, or in my instance, I would get a double quarter pounder with cheese and a large fry and a drink. You're looking at $18, $19 right there, one meal. So, if you figure that you're spending $40 to $60 a day eating, times 7 days, that's $420 a week. If that's all you're doing is eating out and not eating out of your truck any. So for me, this thing will pay for itself in the first week, plus some. I will be paying for the food, plus the food plus the cooler or the freezer, all in 1 week. So, anyway, listen, I hope you guys, maybe somebody, leave me a comment down below what you think. But I hope y'all stick around on this and help me. We'll holler at you later. See you.